What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video, and I'm sure you can tell by the title of this video what we're going to be doing today. Also, apologize for my setup. I know you can, typically you can only see this border right here, but this package is so big that I kind of had to expand it so you can kind of see what's going on up here. But anyway, today we are doing a review on the Batman Forever Retro Collection Batmobile with exclusive Batman figure. Now, to be honest, I had like no plans on picking this up, but I had a gift card to Target, and I saw this, and I was like, you know what? This thing looks fucking awesome. I'm just gonna buy it. I'm gonna get it. It was only like $30, and yeah, it's awesome looking, man. Obviously, it's from Batman Forever, aka the worst Batman movie. Now, I'm in the party who is a defender of Batman and Robin and not a defender of this movie. I hate this fucking movie. I think Jim Carrey ruins the Riddler in it, and I think Tommy Lee Jones does nothing interesting with Two-Face. And to be honest, as bad as Batman and Robin is, I can still have fun with that movie. With this movie, I can't have any fun. I think Val Kilmer is by far the worst Batman. I don't think George Clooney gets enough love as Batman personally, but I gotta admit, though, I do like the Batmobile from it. I think the Batmobile looks fucking sick, because it kind of reminds me of the Arkham Asylum Batmobile, which is probably my favorite. On the top there, it's just the same shot as in the front. On the side, same shot as the front. They just pretty much just replastered the same shots on the sides and the front. On the back here, you got like just get another picture. A little example here. It comes with the spring action, so you can kind of eject him from the seat. There's the figure, very retro, old school style. Then it's 20 inches by 50 centimeters. Or, sorry, 20, yeah, okay, that makes sense, okay. And yeah, there's all this shit at the bottom here. If you guys want to pause, you can read it, but, so yeah. On the back, it just shows or on the bottom, sorry, it shows a little bit of assembly here, but yeah, I'm going to get this thing opened up, and then we can have a closer look at it. Alright, so here we have the Batmobile all out of packaging. Now, before we have a look at the Batmobile, we are going to look at the figure that accompanies it. Now, I wasn't expecting anything crazy, again, from this figure. It's not like a... it's not like a Todd McFarlane level of figure quality. You know, it's a shitty, I don't even, like 3-4 inch Batmobile. It really reminds me of those old school figures they released for, like, Batman 89 and Returns, which I actually had a few of those when I was a kid, and they were very similar to this. They had the cloth capes, they had these really weird, like, archaic chests and strange figures. But anyway, so this is obviously based on the Sonar suit, aka possibly the ugliest suit ever introduced in a live-action Batman film. I fucking hate that suit. But yeah, here it is. They just painted on the Bat logo over it. It's not even like a molded detail, which I can't say I blame them, but we'll get better focusing here. And yeah, I mean, there's not really much to it. Articulation-wise, his head can turn all the way around. His arms go out like that, and they go back down. He doesn't have any bend at the elbow, and then his legs can go back and forth like that. So yeah, not too much to him. Again, not anything too crazy with the detailing. Again, it's the Sonar suit. You can see all like the lines, the line designs, and that weird looking like rib cage looking area, ab section. He's got like this crazy sculpting design on the back here. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but looks kind of nuts. And yeah, again, it's just a very basic figure. I wasn't expecting anything, again, too crazy from this figure. But where the real prize is with the Batmobile. This thing is fucking awesome, man. And it's so hard for me to even fit it in frame. And I don't even know how I'm going to display this thing, mainly because this fucking thing is so long in the back. But it is a beautiful looking Batmobile. You know, it's crazy looking, which is how I like the Batmobiles to look. They're supposed to look nuts. It's supposed to be something that you don't see every day. This thing does slide open, and you can put the Batman figure in. You can slide him in like that. Actually, hold on, make sure the cape is in there with him. I don't want it sticking out or anything. I think you slide him in like that, And then, hold on. Shit. Hold up. There we go. To say, it's a little bit of a tight fit, but you'll get them in there eventually. And, yeah, I'm not quite sure how, again, in the picture, it, like, shows, like, a spring-loaded mechanism. I'm not sure how that works. Nothing too crazy on the bottom. It has, like, a little hook thing so that you could hang it up on your wall if you wanted to. I'm not quite sure what these things do. I'm not really sure. Or same thing with these, I don't know. It doesn't really say on the packaging what they're used for, but obviously it's got the turbine right there on the back. Looks pretty cool. It's where obviously he drives. It does look like this blue stuff in here is meant to light up or something, but again, it didn't say anything about lighting up. These things are detachable. I had to attach them, you know, coming out of the box, because let's be honest, if you didn't, like, there's no fitting this in that box. But yeah, man, this is just a beautiful looking Batmobile. Like I said, it is one of my favorite Batmobiles. Again, I like the really crazy looking Batmobiles. Like, I wasn't a big fan of the Tumbler from 2008's The Dark Knight. As much as I love that fucking movie, it's like my favorite movie of all time, I was never big on that Batmobile. You know, again, I like my Batmobile. I love the big spikes coming out the back. And again, like I said, this really reminds me of the Arkham Asylum Batmobile, which might be my favorite. I really liked, obviously, the 89 Batmobile. That's a phenomenal Batmobile. I don't remember what the Batman and Robin Batmobile looks like. I'm pretty sure it was similar to this. And then I love also the Batman versus Superman Batmobile. Beautiful looking car. And then I'm okay, like, I'm kind of in the middle with Robert Pattinson's. Like I said, the crazier it looks, the better for me. The more basic and subtle, the less I start to like it. But like I said, this is an absolutely beautiful fucking car. And yeah, the detailing is very good on this, man. It's obviously made out of a cheap plastic, but you have the Bat logo on the wheels. Wheel spin it. It's a functioning toy vehicle. That's like a frontal shot of it. These things are like rubber, so they kind of bend a little bit. You kind of got to bend them into shape, but for display purposes, I may actually have to remove this piece, because it doesn't, it's just gonna be so hard to display it on my shelves with this thing. I am going to see if I can make something work. If not, like I said, I am going to have to remove that, but I did make a little bit of space on my shelf, my Batman shelf, for this big guy. And yeah, hopefully I can make it work. So I'm going to go over, put it on my shelf, and then I'll cut back. Alrighty, so this is like 30 minutes later, and after some long trial and error, I think I got it to work. I did have to pull this out of its socket here, which took a while, and it actually broke the one peg in there. And then I just put it back in once I had everything displayed. But that is my Batman display right now. Again, I have the Batmobile right in the middle. I got the little figure right there. I'll zoom out a little bit. Yeah, I did have to put some Funko Pops like up there. I still have my other ones here. And then I did have to move my Flash Funko Pop to my Superman shelf. I do have like a whole Superman themed shelf, but I think the Flash fits in well there. You know, even though it's not from the same, you know, movie or whatever, I still think it fits well, the color scheme. And yeah, I mean, this is it. Yeah. And I think it looks pretty good. I think it fits well. It's starting to look a little crowded. You know, I got a lot of stuff and a lot of figures. I do need to get another shelving system going, because I've since had to display my Stranger Things shelf on 2 different displays here. I've had to, you know, this is my first shelf with you know, a lot of the stuff you guys have seen before, and then I had to again, I had to extend it over to here. So I do get a lot of stuff that's, you know, sometimes I don't show it all to you guys, like this, like mini Funko Pop Will Byers house. I got that. I never showed you guys. I got a couple of these ornaments that I never showed you guys. All down there and stuff. You know, a couple of these new bobbleheads I got recently. I never showed you guys those either. And again, some new Funko Pops and stuff I've never gotten around to showing. So there's a lot of stuff that I add to my collection that you guys don't see. And I kind of sometimes do that purposely, so that way it's more of a surprise when I do, when I do choose to show my rumor, you know, or show my setup in any way. But yeah, I mean, this is the whole setup. It's like I said, it's getting very crowded. I'm going to get a new shelving system at some point to make this work a little more. But yeah, I mean, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to drop a like, rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.